Ordinary sense contact, right from indulgence to control, you move to divinize every experience of yours. Think about it. The rewards are enormous. Hearing, when someone is rude to you, you might think that I'm a lucky person, nobody is rude to me. You have no idea how many people are rude to me. Yesterday I had one experience like that. A person was having a problem, I went only to help the person. Leave me alone. You go and do your thing. I could not because she was in deep trouble. So I sat there trying to help. I said, would you like to do that? No. Would you like to do something? Leave me alone. I don't want your help. If I need your help, I'll ask you. When things like this come to you, immediately your attention should shift from that which I am hearing to that which enables me to hear. So, in and through the rudeness and the madness and all the stupidity that's going on, you are in a state of revelry. It works. So, the next time when you go home, and if you happen to have an irritable spouse, and the spouse goes, what do you mean by coming home so late? Don't smile because you'll get it more. Just keep quiet and internally think, the louder he or she screams, the greater is the reminder of this divine experience. Right? So, next, action. When we perform actions, today in the world of the MBAs, it's all about number crunching, it's all about demolishing your competition. It's all about exploiting your customer. It's all about this, that, and the other. And how much money are you earning and how much money are you giving to your, stakeholders and so on and so forth. Nobody takes a look at what is it doing to you. Are you becoming a better person as a result of that action? Are you getting enriched from within? Are you being fulfilled? Are you happy? Nobody takes a look at that. Vedanta, thousands of years ago, looked only at that. Whenever you perform an action, the quality of the action is determined not by how much money you make, but by what does it do for you. Does it purify your system? Does it clarify your thinking? Does it expand your mind? That is the question you should be asking yourself. So, when you perform an action, most of us are tempted to perform selfish actions. The whole thing is about what's in it for me? How do I gain? How do I benefit? When you do that, Vedanta says, you are signing up for a great deal of sorrow and agitation, because the law is all selfish people are disturbed, stressed out, agitated. And the same law says, no unselfish person ever suffers in life. So now, if you are suffering, if you are stressed out, if you have difficulty going to sleep, if you are constantly complaining, if you believe that the whole world is against you, all these negative thoughts if you're full of, it is not because of your mother-in-law, it is not because of your boss, it is because you are selfish. At least accept that. Then move. When your mind is agitated, you're unable to think clearly, and therefore actions get flawed. You become unsuccessful. So you end up running around, stretching, working 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day. At the end of the day, what do you get? Only sorrow. Therefore, the Gita in the 3rd chapter says, such people, they cook, they put in effort, but they only eat sin. Sin means mental agitations. Have you ever thought about it? If somebody asks you, what is your take-home, what is that? CTC. It's not cost to company. What is the cost to you? Is stress, narrowed arteries, premature death. That is the price you're paying for 16 hours of working. That's the reward you're getting for 16 hours of work. Does it make sense is the question you need to ask yourself. So therefore, this selfishness is driven by the mind. Likes and dislikes of the mind. The mind says, I want, I do. Set aside the mind for the time being. Remember one thing, the mind is the devil in you. And operate on your intellect. The intellect itself will tell you. You have a talent, yesterday we spoke of that, Swadharma. You're born with this incredible, outstanding gift. Use it for the welfare of humanity. A term that is constantly used in the Bhagavad Gita is Loka Sangraha. Expand your mind to include others. It's not just you. Please remember, you're not the only person in the world. There are 8 billion human beings in the world. There are billions and trillions of living beings in the world. Who gave you the audacity to feel that the world has been created only for your welfare? You expand your mind. First thing that happens is you develop this tremendous enthusiasm for life. You're inspired to do things. You wake up in the morning full of beans. Today you wake up dragging your feet. So, you're happy, you're inspired, you become creative, you think of various methods to serve humanity. And the return will come to you. What extraordinary success comes to a person who serves the world. As Dr. Viktor Frankl said, and he put it in medical terminology, success is the unintended side effect. Please remember this. Learn it by heart. Success is the unintended side effect of one's personal dedication to a cause greater than oneself. You know why he says unintended side effect? When you fall ill, the doctor prescribes an antibiotic. The main reason why the antibiotic is prescribed is to kill the bacteria, kill the infection. But every drug has a side effect. And that side effect is unintended. The unintended side effect is maybe acidity, maybe, I don't know what else, anemia, and so on and so forth. Here he is saying prosperity, success, money is the unintended side effect of your personal dedication. The main effect is you grow into a towering personality. The main effect is you get purified of desires and your stupidity. You move from an ordinary person, ordinary Atma, into a Mahatma, an extraordinary person. All you have to do for this is expand your mind. Instead of being driven by just the attitude of taking, grabbing, aggrandizing, change your attitude in the same action to one of giving, contributing. How can I add value to you? How can I be of service to you? What a wonderful shift in attitude and what great results come from that. But the most important value of action is to use that action to get to the state of perfection or moksha. Today our politicians only talk about roti, kapda, makan, that's it. That's as far as their thinking goes. And we also think of it. But you should think of roti, kapda, makan or Atman. How will I get Atman through my action? And how do you get Atman through your action? What he says in the verse that we did earlier is that whatever it is that you're capable of doing, you could be capable of only sweeping. But as a person said, if you sweep a room as for thy law, you sweep a room for God, by God you'll get to perfection. If you can make a cup of tea, make it, as he says later here, sarva bhavena, with all your being, as if you were making tea for God. And by God you'll get to perfection. If you can sing, sing for God. If you can do business for God. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you bring in this worshipful note to your actions, that action becomes the greatest worship. You don't need to go to a temple, church or mosque for worship. You don't need to go on pilgrimage to various beautiful places in the Himalayas and ruin them. You don't need to go to Manasarovar. Let it be in its pristine glory. You can be in your pristine glory here in Mumbai city. You can create a tapovanam in this concrete city by just doing whatever it is that you're doing for God. And then it will come out perfect. Today we've taken sense contact and action. If you want to know about emotion and thought, you will have to come tomorrow. Okay? We're using the tricks of TV serials. For now, we'll move to verse 49.